Exclusions apply. Cannot be combined with promotional retail financing rates.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Summertime is in full swing, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams. From treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. They offer advice from real deck professionals to give you proper guidance to make your project go smoothly. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway. Deck City, your local deck experts.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
It's August, and that means summer is winding down and the kids are back to school with lots of fall activities coming up. All great things, but also cause lots of stress. Instead of letting your nerves get the best of you and cause uncomfortable tightness, get ahead of it all with a massage from The Body Shop. The Body Shop in Lincoln is your place for all types of massages. Deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Book your appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today. It's located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see some patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, it'll be sunny, breezy, and very hot. See a high around 104. Tonight, clear skies and warm overnight lows 75 are expected. And tomorrow, more sunshine, another very hot day. We'll see a high around 105. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley,
who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bog got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
I'm back. Get in here, Terrell.
I can't hear myself. There we go. There we go.
Oh, you just turned me up, buddy.
That wasn't you, sir.
Nick, you literally just turned me up.
Look, I know which one is blinking that says me. This one right here is blinking. Yours way over there, sir.
He literally turned me up. I'm telling you. You want to listen? I hear echo and everything. Don't be messing it. See, now we got to start the show over messing with you.
No, we don't, sir.
Yeah, we might.
Hey, sir.
Because I know you missed
Who
me.
is that, Nick? Who is that right there, Nick? That's me, ain't it, Nick?
You turned me up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Turn me down a little
Thank
bit,
you.
can you please? He turned me up too, trust me.
Turn my headphones up, Nick. I want to hear.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. I want to hear myself.
Yeah, thank you. There you go, Nick.
All right.
Congratulations, Nick.
Hey, welcome back, fellas.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back
Welcome
to you.
back to
It's
you.
good to be back. Can I shake your hand? Hey, Nick. Nick's back. He's back over here.
Whatever.
What's your name? Oh, Bach.
Bach,
Bach's
Good
back.
to meet you.
Black shirt's back.
My man, Bach, how you doing?
Pretty good.
How in the world have you guys been? How was
man.
vacation?
Man, Bach, we did our thing. We was good co-host while you was gone, and me and Bach, we laid it down.
I never expected anything but that.
Yeah.
But before we get, we're gonna set the tone real quick. So I've got these little peppers that I grow peppers, I grow stuff. And I've got all types of different peppers in here, right? We're gonna wait to the end of the show because we don't want Bach to have to end. So Bach's going to, and by the way, we're at Club Pilates. Now I'll tell you about that here in a minute. But Bach's gonna eat 2 peppers. $40 never looked so good.
That's right.
You can't drink water for 5 minutes though.
Okay. What about the bathroom?
Nothing.
Bathroom here at Club Pilates?
Yeah, the bathroom's right here.
All right, just in case.
Just in case. What do you think you're gonna do? You think you're gonna give up the ghost?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You think you can handle it?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
Which one are you gonna eat first?
Probably the green one. You picked out this orange one, which I let you pick one out, so I'm a little.
Well, I can't let you pick the easy ones out, or it's gonna be too easy.
That's right. So
are you gonna eat the green one first?
I'm gonna eat the green one.
Okay,
first.
just to set the tone.
Yeah,
and then come back with
it's smaller.
Well, I mean, yeah, small don't necessarily mean not hot.
Could pack more of a punch.
I don't know.
Do
just
it,
yet.
Bob. Don't do it, Bob. I'm just trying to save your life, Bob.
Hey, listen, the captain's at Club Pilates today. Come see us in the brand new Club Pilates at 83rd and Holdrege, just south of High V. Opened just over a month ago, July 6th to be exact. Good. Get 20% off your first month, plus enrollment fee is waived. Get out here right now. Classes are 50 minutes long and all throughout the day. I'm going to get in here when we go to break. Every time we go to break, I'm going to go out there and do some Pilates. It is some good stuff. Why are you looking like that, Terrell?
I haven't said anything.
You don't want to do Pilates with me?
I have Pilates every morning when I
I
work.
doubt that very seriously.
Well,
You're sweeping and mopping and
21,000
shining.
steps in less than 8 hours.
Oh, boy. Pilates is for all shapes, sizes, male or female, old and young. Also, ribbon cutting today with LIBA. That's the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce.
Liba, yep. It's pronounced Liba.
Oh, my bad.
Just
Liba.
letting you know.
That's why Nick was looking at me like that. He was like,
Yeah.
he wanted to tell me. If Nick was on the show, he'd have been like, VJ, it's Liba.
Yeah.
You don't. You can.
You know what I would
correct
say?
me. It's okay.
I would
let
say,
you know,
what kind of animal is that?
You can correct me.
Liba.
I said Liba. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to action. Talk to me about Nebraska football. I've had a hiatus, but I've been hearing all kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, this weekend was good as far as like if you wanted like depth chart information and just news as we get closer to the Minnesota game. Matt Rule on Saturday kind of gave us an idea of some of the depth chart battles and some of the stuff that's going on. So we can run through it. But I think the most interesting one is people have been looking at this running back battle is that Gabe Ervin is clearly the number one guy. That's how Matt Rule put it. He also said versatile Ramir Johnson is clearly the third down back and still a runner. So we're still waiting to see kind of what that means for Anthony Grant. He said we do have a 1-2-3 punch, so he's including Grant in on that. But to me, it looked like he was somewhat making an example out of if you cough up the ball, you're not going to play. And Grant apparently has been coughing up the ball a little bit in practice, and so that's where they got him right now. But by saying we have a 1-2-3 punch, I think it's indicating he's still part of the plan. Just needs to clean that up.
Well, the most encouraging thing is knowing that the defense is getting after the ball. So that in itself tells me that we should be able to get some turnovers this year as far as fumbles go. You look at that room, that's probably the strongest room if you look at it top to bottom, because you got 3 running backs that can play. So I don't think that I think what this does for Grant is it gives him a chance to watch the game, to feel the game, and then when he gets a chance to go in there, he can shine. But if you can't make the club putting the ball on the ground, it's not going to ever work in football.
Well, I don't think he had a problem last year with putting the ball on the ground. It wasn't too much a problem for him last year. Probably this year and with the summer workouts, he probably did a little bit. But I expect him to probably, if something go wrong, I expect Grant to be the workhorse for us.
Well, it's interesting. Irvin's, he's kind of had a little injury-riddled career, so we've seen him here and there in flashes. But obviously, with last year, what we saw out of Grant, it was almost 1,000 yards. But at the same time, a lot of that was front-loaded. So, the back half of the season, not a whole lot going on there. And so, it's been a bit of a dry spell for him. But like you said, it wasn't like he was coughing up the ball too much. So that's kind of something new. Hopefully, just something that's kind of happened the last couple of weeks. And like you said, maybe it's the defense going in there and punching the ball out or whatever. But
they're getting after it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to cost them at least the first start.
If in this season, especially with not having a full, a full clip of receivers, you're going to have to run the ball. So they're going to run the ball, dude. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, if they throw the ball around the yard, the games are going to get ugly. Okay. If we go out and we ball control, we got a shot to maybe win some games. But if we go out there, man, I'm telling you, and go fun and gun, I don't think we have the guns to do that. I don't think that Jeff Sims is that guy. I think Jeff Sims is a versatile quarterback. I put him in the league of a Tommy Frazier. I don't know that he can run it that good yet, but I think that's what they're headed for, is a guy that can run and pass the ball down the football field. And if he can get those two things done, we might see a little bit of option. It'd be nice.
Yeah, there you go.
A little bit of fullback in there. You know what I'm saying? Big Nick in there, fullback. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to see what we're going to look like. I'm a little fearful of the tight ends.
Really?
I am, because we're not proving yet. You had a coaching change. There's a lot of different things that you got to get fixed at the tight end spot in order to be able to hit the outsides and effectively run the option.
Well, I feel better about the tight end room than I feel about the offensive line room, because, last year that was the weakest point on the team, and they still haven't proved themselves as a group yet. This is all summer talk. This is all coaches telling you what you want to hear. We got to see it on the field before I can believe what Coach Rule says about this whole team. This is he say, she say about everything. Anthony Grant is still the most dominant back that Nebraska has so far. And, take a note from Bach about the back end last year. What about the front line? He had to make stuff without, a line that got a quarterback hurt. So, sometimes he had to change directions. Most of it was probably his fault because he's trying to do more than he should have done. But, what I want to see, if, first series of the game, I want to see how the offensive line holds up against another team, especially against Minnesota. And their fronts 5 or 4, whatever they're going to run.
Do you guys expect us to come out against Minnesota, which we know Minnesota's a running team, right? Do you expect us to come out against Minnesota and run right at them, or hit them with outside runs?
Well, you just probably want to punch them straight in the mouth and just see if you can see if you can play power football with them. If that's the point you want to do, you want to be the most physical team on the field. So you want to try to punch them straight in the mouth and just keep doing it the whole game, and then just, let Jeff Sims take over.
Minnesota lost a ton to the draft, to just graduation. Do you guys think Minnesota has enough firepower to get it done against Nebraska?
I think they do. They've got the last 3 out of 4 years they've had 9 wins, and that comes with turnover at times. Now this year in particular, they had like 6-year guys that were helping out with those wins. So they are going to rely on a whole new group, and I think it'll be a bit of an adjustment year for them. Even in fact, is what they're talking about is maybe not as much power run. They've got Sean Tyler, more of a scat back, a proven one at Western Michigan, but it's not the power runner that Muhammad Ibrahim was. They're trying to figure out more ways to get their guys the ball in the perimeter. That's if you buy the preseason, that sort of talk. But I, like you, expect them. They've got a culture, they got a foundation of grinding and coming right at you. So I expect to see that. But it's going to be an adjustment for them. It's Nebraska's first game under Matt Rule. We all know about that kind of challenge. I like Terrell. I think even though they've got the precedent in it, they've shown it, they've got the culture of a tough run game. I wouldn't heed that to them, the physicalness. I would try to punch them right in the mouth. If that starts going sideways, then you can go with plan B. But I think you try to get the physical edge to begin with, because they still, if you've got them in a game late in the game, they're going to be looking for guys to make plays that haven't been there before. And so, it's going to be a new thing for them as well.
Well, like I said, Minnesota's got big guys, though. That's the thing we have to worry about. They still have big offensive linemen, and Nebraska's, like I said early in the year, Nebraska doesn't have a Big Ten team. They have a slash probably Big 12, Big 8 team. Just size wise, we don't have that dominant D tackle. We don't have that dominant nose guard. We're gonna have to see how these guys go. Most of the guys that we brought in haven't heard anything about Elijah Judy through the whole camp. Chief Borders a little bit, but not like the
like
big
we
names.
want to hear.
Yeah, not like the names you want to hear. I want to hear Elijah Judy taking over the whole scrimmage. You got to have guys like that on this team. So we're not hearing the names. We're hearing more freshman guys, but like I say, freshmen, certain positions they can play, but certain positions they can't play off the rip. So it's going to be real interesting to see who plays and who don't.
Yeah, but I think sometimes you got to throw these guys into the fire right now. If you listen, you got nothing to lose. You really don't have much to prove besides that you're a good football team and you will go out there and play hard, not put the ball on the ground, not get penalties, give it everything you got and leave it all out there on the football field. What happens after that, it happens. But I think if they put that forward and get after it and leave it out there, I'm good with it. Whatever happens, I'm good with.
I think it is interesting to see how many freshmen they play, because I think at Temple, at Baylor, when he went in there, that was kind of the idea, is play him, and it worked out in the long run. 3 years down the line, his teams were good enough that he was getting promotions, getting better jobs. But it was not working out in year one. And that's why he's got a combined 3 wins, in both those places. And he's talked about, learning things through the past. And if he would have, at Carolina, if he would have known he would have had such a short stint, he would have got a quarterback. And so I'm wondering if he kind of learned through the past of playing freshman, or if he feels like this, if that helped, or, kind of what was the drawbacks in that, or if he thinks that he's got a good enough veteran group. And that was something he kind of leaned toward, at least into the comments when he was talking about wide receivers, is, there's a lot of talk about which freshman wide receiver is going to help here. They just don't have the numbers. We're going to have these guys play here. And he kind of cooled that down a little bit last week, kind of saying, we're going to rely on a lot of the veteran guys, some of the walk-on guys. They're ready. They know what to do. We're ready to roll.
Why burn out your youth? Give them a year to get into the program, to get a program the way you want to program them. And then when they go back out there, they'll be bigger, better, faster, stronger because of it, and smarter. But if you throw them out there, man, and you get hit in your mouth a couple times, bro, it's like it's gun shy. All of a sudden, now you don't want to hit. You don't want to do the things that it's going to take to win football games. And so I just look for a physical football team. I want us to be physical. I want us to run the ball. I want to see all 3 running backs. I think, if you got 3 guys that can play them. Don't wait. I think when you look at receivers probably I'm not all the way there yet in receiver. Billy Kemp's going to have to step up big time. He's going to have to stay healthy. That's the biggest thing that I worry about with Billy Kemp is, does he stay healthy? Because he's not the biggest guy. And in the Big Ten, second half of the season, it's all tough games. So let me ask both of you guys this. Over, under, Nebraska wins 4 games.
Over.
Yeah, I'll go over.
That's the easiest over in the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's
Nick, over, under.
Colorado, Northern Illinois.
They beat Colorado?
Yeah, they beat Colorado. Well, I don't know, because I'm going to steal a thing from Jake them this morning when they said, now if Colorado hangs with TCU, would it be like 22-19? Then Nebraska better worry about something, because TCU is still a great team.
What's the spread in the TCU Colorado
It's like
game?
21 points. It's a big one.
Let me tell you. Listen. Here's the lock of the year. Colorado on the points. Lock of the year. What's TCU got?
Well, they were in the championship last year. Now they've lost a lot from that team.
Well, they have running backs. They have defense still coming back. Never know what they do like they did in the portal the year before. You just can't count this team out. They're ranked number 17th in the nation for a reason.
You lose Tommy Frazier. You have Scott Frost. There's a drop off, sir.
Well,
there's going to be a drop off.
It's still 10-2.
Yeah,
there's going to be a drop. What are you talking about?
96, right?
Was we 10-2?
Yeah.
But that's just we just had a great team around.
Well, I get
them.
11-1 in the regular season, right?
We had but we had a great team around them, though.
Right.
We were senior heavy. We had a lot of juniors on that team and seniors that have been in the program and have been winning championships.
Well, you got to think though, because this quarterback that TCU had, he started before Max Duggan did. He got hurt, at the beginning of the season. So it ain't like they got a freshman or a sophomore that doesn't know what they're doing. They have a guy that played a lot.
He never took Max Duggan over after he did. Well, Max Duggan's been starting there since he was a freshman. What are you talking about?
He did, but he lost his spot. I mean, if Max Duggan was there, I think they'd be a top 5 team going into the year. He lost his spot. He started, and then they tried out this other quarterback. And going into last year, Max Duggan wasn't even the starter.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought Max Duggan was the guy.
Reach football, sir.
Whatever. But he
ended up being the guy.
He was the guy as a freshman. What are you guys talking about?
You just like him.
Wasn't he, Nick? Am I right?
No, he played as a freshman. He was kind of in and out of the.
Played as a freshman, played as a sophomore, played as a junior. What are y'all talking about? Max Duggan's the guy.
But he didn't start every game. Was the point? They didn't clearly believe in him the whole time.
Clearly, the last 8 games of the season they did.
They found a way to believe it.
Well, I mean, the stuff that he did with his legs, the heart that he showed, it shows you why Max Duggan did what he did. I'm telling you, it's hard to replace a quarterback because that is the heart and soul of an offense. So I'm not saying that this guy can't get it done. I'm just simply saying when I look at this football team, they ain't as good as you think.
They might not be, and they won a lot of close games last year too. So I mean, that was part of they weren't some like overwhelming power TCU.
Defense was not good at all.
Well, they run a 3-3-5. So
you saying that's what we can look forward to?
Well, what Georgia did to the 3-3-5. You can take notes from that to see that the 3-3-5 is not going to be the top contender.
Well, any team that can run is going to defeat a 3-3-5. I think if you can run effectively and they don't have the sticks at the positions that they need in that 3-3-5 defense, they're going to get ran up and down the field. But the 3-3-5 does what Nebraska needs it to do: defend the pass. Right?
We don't know that yet, so we have to. We'll see.
Well, that's why it gives you the extra DBs back there, though.
I think it's all. I mean, I think that it's interesting to see what this defense looks like. But as we know, in different systems, it's more about the Jimmies and Joes. I mean, you can have a 3-3-5 if you don't have the talent on defense. You're gonna get run over. You're gonna get passed all the way all around the yard. If you've got talent, I don't care what type of system you run out there. You think about those 95 defenses. I don't think it was. It's nice with your personnel to get in the exact spot, but like Terrell, Terrell could play in a lot of different defenses. It wasn't just the defense he was in.
Yeah, I mean, I think Terrell could play in a lot of different. He could play rover, really, really good. But I'm just simply saying, and I want to talk defense too. I want to switch the game a little bit and talk defense. Terrell, when you look at this defense, by the way, Nash
Hutmacher,
there you go, is number 0.
Yep, big guy.
I don't know what that's going to look like on our defensive line, but might make him look smaller.
They think it looks cool.
He's going to be the oddball.
Yeah, big time. So when you look at this defense, Terrell, give me your thoughts on this defense because it's a young defense. It's a defense that's not proven. Well, decently proven from last year.
We don't know that yet either. So
you lost a lot of guys.
Well, the thing about this defense is that you got your DBs. You got a solid group back there. You do have 2 starters back at linebacker, but like I said, I'd rather have Henrich and Reimer switching in and out and let somebody else take over the other linebacker, but I doubt that happens. But, you also have the guy.
They're number 4 and 5, by the way.
And you also have the guy from Georgia that's there. So, he's going to – MJ Sherman's going to move around a lot.
Have you heard about MJ Sherman in camp?
Yeah. Yeah. So he's been doing great. Making plays like usual, like Georgia guys usually do.
This guy.
We're a rare breed of guys that play football. But my thing is that we got to get pressure on the quarterback. Any situation, that's from running and that's from passing. We got to utilize these defensive tackles and the defensive ends. Hearing a lot of things about young guys that's going to start probably. We don't know yet. Definitely to the depth chart come out, but you got to have, like I said, you got to have 6 to 8 guys ready on that defensive line to rotate and keep things going.
Listen, I think that's the music. Is that the music, or am I hearing things?
I think that's the music.
The music. I can hear really good.
Really
you guys
good,
can't
yeah.
hear anything. Hey, listen, we are at Club Pilates. Where's Club Pilates?
83rd and Holdridge.
I'm just asking because I want him to be doing this, Nick. Don't be looking at me like that, like I don't know. I can read. Come on, back and forth. Get
That's
your
right.
sheet over there, Terrell. I'm going to read the first one, second, third. You ready? Come see us at the brand new Club Pilates at 83rd and Holdridge.
Opened just over a month ago, July 6th.
Get 20% off on your first month, plus enrollment fees is waived.
Classes are 50 minutes long and throughout the day, all day.
Pilates is for all shapes and sizes, male and female, old and young.
Also, ribbon cutting today with Liber and Lincoln Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, get down here now, man. We are here. Jake's in the building. Nick's in the building. 93.7 the tickets in the building.
Yeah.
The captain show I'm with.
The black shirt.
And I've been waiting to do that. We'll be right back. Vershawn Jackson for Brant Excavating. Brant's been in business for 29 years, and they specialize in a variety of things. If you're looking for someone to get the job done in precision demolition, excavating, trucking, mass grading, and site prep, Brant is the place to call. To set up a quote or learn more, call Brant Excavating at 402-474-4113 or go to BrantExcavating.com. They're also hiring, so join the team today. Brant Excavating, a part of the Bauer brand, who reminds you, go Big Brand!
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today. Located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
It's August, and that means summer is winding down and the kids are back to school with lots of fall activities coming up. All great things, but also cause lots of stress. Instead of letting your nerves get the best of you and cause uncomfortable tightness, get ahead of it all with a massage from the Body Shop. The Body Shop in Lincoln is your place for all types of massages. Deep tissue, hydrating, sports, Swedish, hot stone, aroma, and more. And don't forget about their couples massages. Book your appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300. Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer, and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m., and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see some patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, it'll be sunny, breezy, and very hot. We'll see a high around 104. Tonight, clear skies and warm overnight lows around 75 are expected. And tomorrow, more sunshine, another very hot day. We'll see a high around 105. Meteorologist Kyle Clutch from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right, man. Are we back?
We're back.
Is this thing on?
It's on.
You better get your headphones on, Terrell. You're a little late to the party. I thought you had honed your skills the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, you're back.
So now
it's time for me. Now it's time for me to go on vacation.
Now that you can, hey, you better hurry up. The season's starting. It was right around the corner.
I'm coming back on game day.
It's right around the corner, man. It's right around
back
the corner.
on Thursday night football.
I'll be in Minnesota.
Well, me and
You
Bob.
going?
Yeah, I'm planning on going.
Are you?
Yeah.
When you
Minnesota.
leaving?
Probably Thursday morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
It'll be a good ride.
Going down.
Good luck.
You going, Terrell?
Nope.
Colorado, you going?
Nope. Yeah, I'm going
You
to
go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Jake, you going to Colorado? Yep. Everybody's going to Colorado.
I'm not going to Colorado.
Why?
Well, because I'm going to Minnesota.
Can we beat Minnesota? Hey, Jake, can we beat Minnesota? You think we're going to win? Oh, wow.
We can't.
You could at least be honest. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay, Jake, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
You going to Minnesota? You think we can beat Minnesota?
I think I like Jake's answer. Yes.
We can beat them?
I think we can beat them.
Are we?
No. We're not going to.
Terrell, is this the trifecta? Can we beat Minnesota?
No.
Oh, we can't.
Why not?
I don't know yet.
Why can't we beat Minnesota, Jake?
If we have to have a solid game plan to beat Minnesota, we got to play fundamental football, no turnovers. You know, the defense has to step up. I mean, it's just got to be a perfect game, which you know, I don't know yet. You know, it's still a lot going on. You know, I just don't believe in just believing in practice talk. You know, everything is practice talk right now.
Yeah.
I want to see stuff on the field. You know, I want to, you know, we're just going to have to wait till that Thursday.
He shook up the world. If we beat Minnesota, he shook up the world. That's all. Hey, if we beat Minnesota, the opening, right after the opening, is Muhammad Ali. We shook up the world. I mean, if we get this done, this would be huge.
If they do beat Minnesota, I mean, you're already talking about Big Ten West. I think that's kind of the difference between are you a real player or not. If you beat Minnesota, you're surely a player in the Big Ten West race. I know it just began, but you know, if you lose to them, then you're really starting to try to fight your way back up into that discussion. So we'll see. I mean, but seriously, I mean, if you get a win there, and then the eyes of the nation are going to be on you in Colorado, Nebraska could be receiving votes after 2 weeks, maybe even borderline top 25 if they get.
Oh, you go 2-0, you should be top 25.
Yeah, it's
if
two
you beat
unranked
Minnesota and
opponents.
beat Colorado, I think you should be in top.
Why would
25.
you a 1-11 team? So you're going to say we should get some votes for being a 1-11?
Yeah, we
A
beat
1
Minnesota.
Well,
let me ask you this: who's the top 5? I'll go 4 winning team in the last 5 years in the Big Ten?
Ohio State, Michigan, Iowa, Penn State.
I don't know if Iowa or Penn State is in there. I can tell you who is number 4 is Minnesota. Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that they got a good winning tradition. I just think they lost a lot, and it gives us an opportunity to win.
Well, I'm really interested to see what they look like. Like we mentioned, they're usually that power running team. Ethan Kaliakmanis, they call him the Greek rifle. They call him that because he's got an arm. And you know, Tanner Morgan's been there around there for a long time. Really good when he had his wide receivers out there. You know, the Rashad Batemans and Tyler Johnsons of the world kind of fell back on that. They think they've got some wide receivers in the mix as well. So it might be a little bit different than the traditional Minnesota team we've seen. But at the same time, even when they did have those guys, a lot of that was based off play action and him throwing the ball around the yard. But they think they could throw the ball a little bit.
They're going to have to. I don't know. I've never seen Minnesota throw the ball around the yard.
Yeah, it's
most of the time they're running the ball.
Yeah, ball control, great defense. A lot of the big offensive linemen, a lot of the recipes from the Big West teams.
What just happened? No, we're going to be out there. You don't have to bring it in here. Go get it. Nick is, you know what? Forget about it, Nick. Wow. And I was buying too.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Nick. What happened? We're going to eat it outside during the break. Come on, Dad. Help us out, Dad. You're only 22.
Dad body.
Dad bod, help us out. You're only 22. We'll send Jake. Jake, you gotta go. All right. Hey, so when you look at this game, right? Let's say we get a win. Let's say we win the game. Going into Colorado, how do we win again?
Well, I think you'd have to. I mean, you have to change the way you're kind of viewing this thing, because I do think it would be like, okay, guys, because you'd feel like you're on the top of the world, and they'd have to, you know, kind of bring it back and say, hey, and there's that natural look of Colorado being 1-11. You feel like you're already proven. I think you'd have to, you know, try to ground them a little bit and try to say, you know, this is now. Let's see what happens with Colorado. Like you said, a lot of it depends on what the TCU Colorado game looks like too. I mean, that matchup has a lot of variables entering into it, but either way, Colorado hates Nebraska. We've seen that. Deion Sanders is starting to ban the red from the locker room.
What?
Throw back to Bill McCartney.
Ooh-wee.
So it's going to be a fun rivalry, and the eyes of the nation will be on it. And good. And if Nebraska, again, that's why I say they could get, you know, the other receiving votes are getting the top 25, not necessarily the quality victory over Colorado. It's just the fact that people are going to be watching. I mean, I believe, I can't remember if it's still true. At one point, it was the highest secondary ticket on the market.
Hey man, you all right? Yeah. So make sure you're good. It's I know I'm back, but you're just blowing fuses all over the place.
Why are you watching me? You should be watching the screen. Let's go.
Why?
Let's go. Start the show.
I'm talking to you.
I have nothing.
Okay, good. Now, back to Minnesota, Colorado. We find a way to get it done. I think if you beat Minnesota, you can beat Colorado because you did it. You figured out how to win on the road. And so if you can figure that out game one, I think going into game two, it's easier because going into Colorado is not going to be like Minnesota. It's going to be a hostile environment. I got a black car. I'm going to put some fictitious Colorado plates on when I get up there so they don't mess my car up because they nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Some nasty people. They love their Colorado Buffaloes, and Deion has got the fan base energized. It's kind of the same way Mickey had us energized. Now, Coach Rue's got the fan base energized, but you can't lose against Minnesota and expect the fan base to be juiced up going into Colorado.
Well, if they play a close game with Minnesota, I hope that there's at least the recognition that this is a big obstacle. This is a tough
game,
tough deal. Yeah, if they play a close, good game against Minnesota and come up just short, I'll be happy. I mean, I think what I'm looking at for this year's team, more so than win total, is improvement, is like setting a foundation for the future and just playing good football. That's what Nebraska wants to see. It feels like the last 5 years, even heck, throw Mike Riley's years in there as well. Sometimes the coaching staff gets in the way of the team is winning. They have the talent to do it, but somehow, one way or the other, and it was one way or the other, they find a way to lose.
Yeah, well, you can't. I mean, you got to take your hat off. This football team wasn't that bad of a team. Not if Mickey can take them from where he took them and they went 4-8. So I mean, I think 4-8 is the bottom. You can't go 4-8. It's the bottom, right? Because we were 1-3 when he took over. So 4-8 is the bottom. There's no. That's the seller, I think, in this situation. Terrell, who is the X factor on defense for you that has to step up and play big in order for us to win against Minnesota?
Probably the nose guard. He's got to create a lot of havoc in that middle. He's got to slow that center down. He's got to slow them guards down. And it's basically the whole defense. They got to play a great game. New scheme. New players, new coaches. Everything about it is just stop Minnesota. You gotta stop them you gotta stop them in every phase of the game, passing, running. We can't give up the big plays. This is a great Minnesota well coached team. So you just can't go out there and think you're just gonna get a victory by lining up.
I agree with that 100%. I'm trying to get to the text line, but it's so small. I'm having a problem. Nick, I can't see anything. Jeez. Can you just make it big? You know what I'm saying? Just make it big so I can read it.
Found a way to get it big.
I got it big, but can you get it over there now?
I don't know.
The text line's going nuts. It said the Reverend Rule. You ever heard of Reverend Rule?
The Reverend Run.
No, Reverend Rule.
There's
different.
There's nobody named Reverend Rule.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna tell me Matt Rule's a Reverend now?
No, that's not what I said. I said, have you ever heard of Reverend Rule?
No.
Oh, okay.
Reverend Run.
You're gonna hear Reverend Rule on Thursday.
Don't know who that is.
No, nothing, Bach. Don't worry about it, Bach. We'll get it on the next segment. Okay, so come on, Bach. Give me some more information that I missed out on.
All right. Well, to Terrell's point, he mentioned this a few times on defense. Rule said true freshman Cam Linhart is neck and neck with Blaise Gunnarsson at this point at defensive end. He said they're both starters. Now that's a dangerous code in football sometimes. Both starters. Does that mean you don't have a starter? Does that mean both these guys can go? Again, it's Cam Linhart, a freshman, and Blaise Gunnarsson, who's played here and there, but hasn't been a starter level player at Nebraska. So how do you kind of read that? They're both starters. Comment from Coach Rule.
I think they both can go. They're both good enough to go. I mean, if you go back and you look at the classic Nebraska defenses of old, you had Trev Albers, but then you had Dwayne Harris, same side. You didn't lose much when Dwayne got in there. You know what I mean? So you had at that same time, Grant Winstrom was coming in off the bench. So you had Grant Winstrom and Chad Kelsey. You had Grant Winstrom. You had Mike Rucker. So to have two guys that can get the job done, to me, is optimal. That's what you want. You want to be able to say, okay, Blaise, you come out. Next guy goes in. There's no drop off, right? And then the defense, they're so used to Blaise doing whatever Blaise does as far as what's his best moves. Now they got to deal with another guy that's got different moves. So who's ever more effective, you go with your effective hand. If Blaise is playing well, I'm going with him until he gets tired. And then I'll flip-flop it and go so forth and so on.
Yeah, I think it could be a deal, and maybe we'll see if one of them is more effective against the run, one of them is more effective against the pass. You can kind of see them swap out based on situations.
Like a talent.
But, yeah, I mean, the other way you could see it is maybe they don't have a starter.
They don't have enough guys right there in that spot. You got to start a freshman.
Jake, did you get me doing my Pilates? You did? You didn't put it on Twitter, did you? Why would you do that? Nobody was supposed to see me doing Pilates.
First round of Pilates.
Hey, we're powered by Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Brand.
Hey, we're live. Pilates. We'll be right back.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Sunday morning. It's quiet. Not in a weird, too quiet way. Calm, peaceful, tranquil. You pour yourself that cup of coffee. You slice yourself a hearty chunk of one of Beatrice Bakery's breakfast breads. Now, maybe you're an apple streusel guy. Nothing wrong with that. I can respect that. Personally, I'm a turtle nut man. Something about those pecans. But the real ones know, don't sleep on that date nut bread. Sweet, but not too sweet. Nutty, not overly. The perfect morning treat. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high-rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Need service on your home air conditioner? Call the company Lincoln has counted on since 1952. Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. No matter what brand you have, when you need service, you want Bryant's experienced pros working for you. Friendly NATE certified technicians with the tools, training, and technology to restore your comfort quickly. No matter what brand, when you need service, just call Bryant. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Old School with DP and J.
They have the run and gun offense coming in, a new head coach that's been given the longest runway of any coach in Wisconsin, new coach in Wisconsin history, to change the program to Cincinnati way and a new defensive philosophy. They're ripe for the picking.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Okay, y'all. We are here. Give it to him, Bach. Where are we at?
Well, we've got some more stuff to break down from over the weekend. How about the kicking battle? True freshman Tristan Alvano and Timmy Bleekrode are battling for that number one job. Matt Rule said Alvano was with the number ones this last time out, but they kind of struggled a little bit, so he's kind of hesitant to say if there's going to be a starter. Could go into the season, right? I mean, the kickers, a kicker battle. I don't know if you'd want to be switching back and forth during a game, but sounds like it's pretty darn close.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go with the guy who's the best. You got to go. I mean, I'm quite sure they're keeping all the analytics and the numbers and the battle. They know exactly who's going to be, what percentage of the time they're going to hit that field goal. And so I think you just got to go with the best. You got to put your best foot forward. And if it's the freshman, you give them an opportunity. I mean, kicker is something that if you can have a freshman like a Chris Brown, you know what I mean, to play for 4 years, it makes your football team that much better when you can destroy and win in the special teams game.
Yeah, we'll see too. We know Alvano's got a leg. So I remember even back to Alex Henry and Ade Kanalik. Sometimes Alex Henry, the best, who ended up being the best field goal kicker of all time as far as percentage wise goes. And Nebraska's now all-time leading scorer. At times there was a thought, well, maybe he doesn't have quite the legs. So, I mean, it could be a deal where even with a very, very good kicker, you go with a different one as far as if it's out from 55 yards out or something like that. So we'll kind of see and continue to progress that. But I think, in this case, because we know Timmy Bleekrode was pretty solid. I mean, 9 out of 12 last year. It's not so much like the defensive line where we're kind of saying, well, they're forcing a freshman in there. I think you feel pretty good about having two pretty solid kickers.
I do. I feel good about having two solid players at every position because, listen, it's football. Guys are going to get hurt. They're going to get hurt. When? You don't know, but they're going to get hurt. I promise you. You can close that too, Nick. Got a question from Notorious B.I.B. He says, hey, Captain, could you explain to me why Rule won't let the big guys in the trenches wear knee braces during practices? Well, for me, I mean, I can't necessarily tell you why for him. That's a great question. That's something maybe I can ask him. But for me, it restricts their movement.
Mm-hmm.
They don't move like you move if you didn't have those knee braces on. So I think the guys got to get used to playing without the knee braces. I mean, knee braces came in because people were getting rolled up on and they wanted their knees to be sturdy, those big guys. But, if you got great technique, you got great leverage, and you got some horsepower and you're moving people, you shouldn't have to worry about people rolling up on your legs and the such. So I like the fact that we're playing without them. I don't know necessarily the people who play with the braces, if they get hurt more, less. You have to look at all of that. But I think to play freely is better than to play with braces.
And we'll see too. I mean, I think if a guy, I would assume at least if a guy has, some troubles with his, knee, or if that's what he's worried about, he'd probably throw a brace on. But yeah, like you said, I think it's just the opening up the movement there, and that's something a lot of guys wear across the nation, and Nebraska's worn for several years now. So you're tweaking some of the little things sometimes to gain an advantage, and that's, the offensive line's been a problem at Nebraska, so they're trying to do everything they can to get it back on track, and it's a long ways from the pipeline. It doesn't have to be the pipeline for Nebraska to have a winning season, but it does have to be pretty solid.
Yeah, well, without the offensive line, we can hang it up. It's over with. I think these guys are better than they were last year, just because they got a year to get stronger, to get faster. I think the mental part of the game is where I'm concerned, because everything's new. So the terminology is new. Everything is new to these guys. None of these guys know the offense that's being ran for the most part. So, their attention to detail is going to have to be at a high level in order to get the game won. If not, it's going to be a long day. 1231 says this: the first game against Minnesota needs to be seen as an advantage to throw it all out there to shock the ghosts and set the tone for the season. No gimmicks, straight power and anger. Sims will win it for us with the number 2 quarterback scampers up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing Harburg.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you will.
You will.
Hopefully.
I bet you will.
You think they got a package for
I
him?
guarantee it. Man, somebody that big and strong and fast, you got to give him an opportunity to run the ball.
I'm interested to see if they do it in the red zone because they've talked about running the quarterbacks in the red zone. At the same time, you want to keep Jeff Sims clean. I mean, you don't want to get him hurt and taking too many shots. I could see a red zone package or, obvious run 3rd and 2 type of situation where you bring Harburg in, not because he's all that much better than Jeff Sims at running the ball, but at least, he takes some hits off.
Well, he's not. I wouldn't say he's all that. I'm not saying he's better than him. I think they're equal to. I think the deal that when I say that, I mean Harburg is bigger, stronger, and he's just going. I'm telling you, he'll truck people. Now, unless something, Nick, you're looking like you got some information for us. Every time I bring up, you don't like Harburg?
Because what you're doing is now you're putting this young man out there, but at the same time, defense is going to key on things like that. If that quarterback runs in there every time and want to run every time he gets in the game, that's just a package for the defense to blitz, run some kind of scheme to get to him quicker. So you're only doing one package. So what he need to do is just pass also, because you don't want to be one-dimensional when he comes on the field.
Well, you could use that to your advantage, though, too, at times. I mean, if you run it 4 times and they think that's what's going to happen, and then you run a play action after it, you could suck them in there. By the way, as far as the backup quarterbacks go, Matt Rule also said he doesn't know if there's necessary. We all want a number 2, right? We want to know the pecking order. He said he believes in both Harburg and Purdy, and that it kind of is situational. I said if they're down 2 touchdowns and they need to pass to get back in the game, Purdy's more their backup passing quarterback. If they need to run, if they want to run the ball and control the clock, Harburg's probably going to be their backup quarterback. So it's kind of situational. But he thinks both would have a role if something happened to Jeff Sims. So it'd probably be, kind of try them both out.
Well, I sure hope so with Purdy, because after watching that with Purdy, after watching that Michigan game last year, whatever game he started last year, he's got to come redeem himself and get better at what he done. He had a whole summer to work on it, but just getting better is his main goal.
I like Purdy. I mean, Purdy besides Jeff Sims is probably the next best passer runner. Purdy's not that bad of a runner, but it seems like sometimes he makes the wrong decisions in the wrong situations. You know what I mean? So he'll pull it down, he'll take off running and do well, but then there's some times where you probably should have just thrown it away and will take a sack. So whoever that number 2 guy is going to have to be ready to go. And I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because we don't even want to go there. Eric said, go ahead. Keep Nick's mic off.
Not a fan of Nick.
Why? We want to hear what Nick's got to say. The way he's had his mouth all snarled up when I said bark. I need to know. I'm going to find out off air, man. Terrell, throw us the break. Let's get out of here.
All right. The ticket, 93.7.
Hey, it's Jake Bachman. Join me, the captain, Rashawn Jackson, and the black shirt, Terrell Farley, on Monday, August 21st at Club Pilates for their grand opening and ribbon cutting. We'll be there from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the captain and the ticket water cooler. That's all this Monday at Club Pilates at 83rd and Holdridge.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
You deserve the best. With a Liberty First MasterCard, you can pay down your high rate debt and could save hundreds when you transfer the balance. The Liberty First Credit Union MasterCard has no balance transfer fees, no cash advance fees, and no annual fee. And with a fixed rate as low as 9.99% APR and you choose rewards, you'll be able to manage your card your way. Visit libertyfirstcu.com. Rates and terms are based on your credit and subject to change. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel Fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your furnace filter to get the most out of your AC. Find energy-saving tips at les.com/save-energy.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HandHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Nick is here. What'd you call him earlier?
Yeah, you got a name.
He said a name. Can you hear Nick?
I said you look like a big swimming pool. You look like a big swimming pool over there. I called you Big Swim.
Big Swim. All right. Should I tell the people what you called me the second week that I ever watched you?
Don't hang that over my head.
Track record here.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for Fireworks Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, Sunday Family Fun Days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see some patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, it'll be sunny, breezy, and very hot. We'll see a high around 104. Tonight, clear skies and warm overnight lows 75 are expected. And tomorrow, more sunshine, another very hot day. We'll see a high around 105. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34. gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Yeesh. Who turned me up? Hey, we are in the fastest 2 hours of radio. It's 11:06 and we are rolling. What we got? Come on, give it to me.
Well, we're live from Club Pilates. I did want to make this announcement because this was just tweeted out by
Reed Cantonio's. I seen him send something earlier. This is a good topic we're gonna get on right quick. Go down.
Okay.
Go down. And read who?
Right there.
Tonya John.
Yeah.
All right. He says, how do I get this thing up now? You guys got me. I mean, this is, I forgot I got to bring my computer.
There you go.
All right. What does Terrell Farley think of the new appointed quarterback at Georgia?
There you go.
Man, if you've seen this guy, he looks like he can't play football. He looks worse than Stetson Bennett.
Carson Bennett.
Yeah.
His body type is?
Yes, like this guy looks like he's a pee-wee football player.
Why?
I'm going to show you a picture of him.
What's wrong with him?
He just doesn't look like your typical leader quarterback, I suppose. But he is a junior. He's been backing up at Georgia the last couple of years, and he won the battle over Brock Vandegrift and Gunnar Stockton.
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck's his name, yeah.
Why? What makes you think he can't play, Ultra?
Well, I didn't say he can't play. He just looked like he can't play. So,
we know looks can be deceiving, right?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna see if I can.
But look at him. Here he goes right here.
Oh yeah, this is
yeah,
good looking kid.
It looks kind of scary at some points.
Good looking team. I literally see Thomas Fedoni wear one every day. He talking about a brace.
Knee braces, yeah.
Thomas Fedoni probably should be wearing a knee brace every day.
I think,
given the fact that he's had 2-3 knee surgeries.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, in his situation, it's a little bit different.
Don't you think the guys that they really needed at practice for just to not get injured? And I think it's more of a liability to get hurt if you don't wear the brace at practice, and then you're gonna wear it in the game. So you want.
Are they wearing them in the game?
I mean, I see the whole offensive line up with all of them got knee braces. So
not this year though.
Well, I'm just saying
last couple years,
big guys need it. Some just to
brace the knee. So what happens? Because most of the times, if your knee get rolled up on, it's not gonna matter that you got that brace. Maybe the injury is not as severe.
Yeah.
With the brace, but it also hampers movement. It has to. You got a mechanical brace on and you trying to make football moves. It's not natural. You didn't grow up in high school, even if you were offensive or defensive line wearing braces. You just didn't do it. So why go to college and now putting brace on? All that is giving you a crutch. You don't need nothing. Football players don't need no wristbands. No, I want to see some junkyard dogs out there. Guys with nothing on. They ain't got nothing on their legs. They ain't spread it up. They just old school football mentality. That's what we need. That's because against Minnesota, you got to act like this is going to be a real life fight. That's the only how you beat Minnesota is a real dog fight. If I see one guy picking up one of those guys off the ground and knowing that we're losing the game, I'm going to come unglued because right now, that's the enemy. That is the enemy. You will not be in the position that we've been in around here for the last few years. You cannot go into the game talking about, oh, it's just a game. No, it's the only game. It's the one and only game that you need to be thinking about, and you need to give everything. And that's from a coaches, everybody on that football team, everybody in the football department has to be on one accord in order to win. Boom. What, Nick? You didn't say anything, did you?
Also, just news out of Illinois. Nebraska will play Illinois this year. Luke Altemeyer named their starting quarterback. So I believe he transfers from somewhere out of the SEC, Ole Miss, I believe. So we'll see. I mean, Illinois is a team that I don't think is picked by many to win the Big Ten West, but was right there last year under Brett Bielema. In year 3, they've got to replace a lot. I mean, they got to replace the running back that was almost among the nation's leaders, but could be a team we see in Indy.
We got something that says, you guys gonna give a prediction on who starts on offense and defense? No, not too early. You still got 11 days.
Yeah. Well, we should know by Friday is the hope. Is the depth chart will come out on Friday, or at least the week leading up to the game, which you would think would be Friday.
I mean, I pretty much think the guys that are inked in that started spring for the most part to be the starters. I mean, you got receivers. I would go on a limb and say if Washington is healthy, he's going to be a starter.
And he should be back this week. They're hoping.
You got we need him back because we need him to get in game shape. I don't think he's in game shape. You can't get in game shape unless you're actually playing the game. I like Billy Kemp, and I still like Fleeks. I still think Fleeks is a guy that if you get the ball to him, his ability to run at the catch is what impresses me the most about him, and I think you can't count him out.
I would probably only put Isaiah Garcia Castaneda in Fleek's spot, but I think among your top 4, whatever rotation you put it, those are the guys.
Is IGC practicing? He's back practicing
now?
Yep. Good. Okay. Good. See, I've been out of the loop big time. All right, what do you got, Bob? We'll go back and back.
Again, we could go from some more of the news on Sunday or Saturday, excuse me. Like I said, Marcus Washington returning to practice. Teddy Prohaska set to return to practice as well this week. There's kind of a I guess a belief among some in the fan base that he's and we've heard it before from ex-offensive linemen that he's got a lot of potential. But even when talking about him, Matt Rule said the only starting tackle I've known, so far is Turner Corcoran. So it is kind of one of those things. I know a lot of people are kind of out on Benhart and Corcoran as your starting tackles. They've seen it the last couple of years. They've graded out on Power Football Focus as Pro Football Focus, as some of the worst, one of the worst tackle combinations in college football,
which I think was due to coaching.
Which could be. I mean, their second year now with Raiola. Hopefully that helps quite a bit. But that's kind of the question there when you have to ask about all these different starters. I'm interested to see, is it Benhart and Corcoran again at tackle? Because I know some fans will just probably give up right then and there.
Big B says this: hey man, y'all can be friends later, but when you're in the trenches, it's a battle, and I'm going to win. I'll shake your hand at the end of the game, but I'm going to kick your ass during it. Great show.
Sounds like a good mentality.
Well, you better have that mentality if you're playing football. If you're playing against Terrell Farley, why would I ever want to help Terrell Farley up? He's going to run around me 1,000 times. Why would I ever? I finally get a chance to knock him on his butt, and then I'm going to be like, yeah, here, Terrell, let me help you up, bud. Knowing we haven't won any games, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I'm not going to give that prediction. I know,
Vijay, I want to talk to you about something.
Come on.
Now, last week we had a little debate about, when Coach. Did you see the thing about Coach Prime telling his fighters don't run off the field?
Telling his fighters,
his players don't run off the field during a fight.
Don't?
Yeah. Now they're fighting each other though, but he tells them, if you see your guy out there fighting, you stay on the field.
Instead of one fights, we all fight. Basically, and so
well, that's team fighting though.
Yeah,
like we fought at practice.
Yeah.
So, would you walk away from your offensive guy and leave him and drive?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So people think it is he's telling the team to fight on the field in game situation. No, at practice you help your teammate.
Yeah, I mean that's an unwritten rule. I mean, if offensive lineman or especially a quarterback, running back get to fighting out there, you don't just walk away and go back to the huddle like nothing's happening. You got to go protect your guy.
Yeah.
What if somebody hit him from behind?
Yeah.
Right. If you're not there, you can't see that and blam. Especially when you got helmets, you got all this type of stuff that can be flying. I think having the guy stay there for protection is better, not to have a big all-out brawl. I don't think that's a good thing, and I don't think Deion's looking at guys having brawls in practice. But you're gonna fight in practice, man. You're gonna fight. I don't know why they do the NFL because they always fight in the NFL.
Oh yeah. Especially them split squad. they fight all the time. So
when I played for Kansas City, we went against New Orleans. I'm telling you, it was a fight on every play, and it almost became team on team. But I mean, at the end of the day, tempers are going to flare. I think guys they go to the point where they don't lose control all the way. You know what I mean? And just flip out. I think you get a little wrestling, tugging, and any guy that's dumb enough to hit a guy in the head with his fist, with a helmet, you ain't very smart at all.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah. Robbie in Iowa says this. Our legendary late high school football coach was a firm believer in the knee braces. Every player had to wear them. If you were looking for a book to read, I recommend reading the book on him. It's called The Sacred Acre. I say it right?
Yep.
The Ed Thomas Story, Robbie in Iowa. I have to check that out, Robbie. I still don't like them knee braces, though. I don't.
Well, if you need them,
could you imagine? Yeah, if you need them, but could you imagine playing in a knee brace?
No,
me neither.
Not with my flexible knees.
But I mean, if I got injured on my knee, then yeah. But if I'm not, why would I want to put on a knee brace? I want to be loose. I want to feel and just go. Dirty Tony and the boys. I'm out here working in this heat today, and it is brutal. It has me wondering, what is your philosophy on practice in weather like this? Gut through it or adjust and move indoors to a cooler area?
Well, first of all, that's a hard one.
No, it ain't for me. You're going to gut through it. You're outside.
You go.
You're going to be out there early in the morning.
But for a guy out there working in it right now, Dirty Tony, the best I can tell you is find you some shade.
You can't. It's got to work in it.
No
shade.
Stay hydrated.
I did that Live Red down there in the summer. That new dorm downtown. And we poured concrete in 100-degree weather.
Was this hot?
Yeah, it was this hot.
It's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, 2 years ago it was hot.
It's supposed to be like 105 the next 4 days. That's hot.
What if it's hot? What if it's 105 at kickoff?
Oh, yeah,
they need this. I talked about this. Me and Bach talked about this last week. I said they need to get this weather, like this 100-degree right here. They need to get out there and learn, because when it comes Thursday night, it might be 95 degrees out there in Minnesota.
Don't know.
Go to Colorado, it might be 95 degrees. And then with the mountains up there, some guys are gonna need air, some guys are gonna need all that. So it's good to get out here and practice in that hot heat. And some guys need to lose weight, some guys need to, there's a lot of things you can do in this heat.
Did you ever, when we went to Colorado, did you ever use the air thing?
No.
You never use it?
I'm a G. I don't need stuff like that.
What G stand for?
I'm a goon.
Oh. Yeah, like Fred G. Sanford. What does the G stand for?
Goonie goon goon.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Sorry, Dirty Tony and the boys, man, that you out there, man. I feel for you, brother. You got to pay the bills, though. So keep on keeping on sweating, my friend. Who is this right here? 6110 says this. Hey, Mr. Jackson, when is the day-by-day Dynasty coming out? Love the movie. I don't know. It's supposed to be coming out the end of this month.
It's in the movies. It's in the movie theaters.
Yeah, right now.
It's out now.
Yeah, it's in the movie theater.
Oh, wow. It's out now. Go check it out. You think the team's going to go watch it?
Well, they should.
I hope they did, yeah.
I think that'd be pretty smart, wouldn't it?
Yeah. They do a lot of team activities, so.
But that should be something that the whole entire everybody
know your history.
They should watch it the night before the game instead of, how we used to go to the movies? They should watch it the night before the game.
I agree, but
that's a three-part.
It's long.
Yeah.
But they should watch it because it'll help with the history of Nebraska football and help them to understand what they're
playing. And they get to see the captain.
Well, are you on it?
Yeah, on the black shirt. Yeah, I'm on there.
I'm just making sure because you said they get to see the captain like you wasn't on there.
I just wanted to hear you say, "Are you on there?"
That makes me want to ask you
sorry,
guys.
But if I would have said no, he said, "I'm sorry, buddy."
Oh, sorry. I did want to ask you this, since you are the captain. Rule said there won't be permanent captains this year during the season. They will be picked on a game-by-game situation. When the team gets to a bowl game, then they will vote for permanent captains. He's hoping the single-digit thing kind of shows the ways leaders, and also there will be a unity council.
I think the unity council is good. I think, let me be clear real quick. So you're putting your best guys in the little numbers, right?
Yeah.
That's going to make them very easy to what? pick out?
Identify. Yeah.
Oh my God! Number 1, number 2, number 3. Those are your best guys.
That's the leaders.
Get them. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm telling my guys, if I'm coaching against this type of deal, I'm gonna say we know who their leaders are. We got to break their leaders. If we break their leaders, rest of them gonna fall. The dominoes are gonna fall right after the leaders fall.
They're leaders. They're not the whole team. You know, they're not the best players on the team. They're the leaders for a reason.
Look like they're the best players on the team, if you ask me.
I wouldn't say the best players on the team.
I mean, can we pull it up, Bob? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, but look like the best players on the team got these low numbers, sir. It's reserved for the best guys. I don't know necessarily it was reserved for the guy that's the best leader.
Yeah, it's supposed to like exemplify what it means to be a Husker. I mean, that sounds kind of like some leadership type of stuff.
I agree, but go ahead.
So Nash Hutmacher is number 0, Billy Kemp's number 1, Isaac Gifford lands number 2, Nick Henrich number 3, Luke Reimer gets number 4. The third linebacker in that group, John Bullock, gets number 5, Jeff Sims number 7.
Okay, now are all those guys starters?
We don't know yet.
All those guys are starters.
Well, I know the 00.
All those guys are starters.
I know Billy Kemp is. That don't mean they're the best players on the team.
Oh my gosh.
What it means is they're like captains.
So let me ask you a question. You started, didn't you?
Yeah, I take 43. I don't want zeros.
Was Twilliger better than you?
He was a starter before me.
I didn't ask you that.
At that point,
Was he better than you?
At the beginning of the season, he was.
You trying to find a way to just get out of it.
I'm not trying to find
I asked you a specific question. You know what it was?
Yeah.
Is Twilliger better than you?
At that point in time, he was. Because I was still learning.
I said when you were the starter, sir. I didn't say anything about the beginning. I said when you were the starter, you were the starting black shirt outside linebacker number 43. Was Ryan Twilliger better than you? Was Eric Johnson better than you? I'll make it easy on you.
He was young.
Hey Nick, can you cover for me next? Because he's dragging me out right now. He's dragging me out, Nick. You know what I'm saying? He's a wear out. Oh, hey, Hy-Vee's got burgers too, just by the way. But come on, Terrell.
Well, what if but here's my thing. What if a guy that he doesn't want the number?
Billy Kemp.
I'm just saying.
Who's better than Billy Kemp?
I was like, okay, Rashawn.
Who's better than Billy Kemp? What receiver's better than Billy Kemp?
We have. This is just practice. We have failed to see who else they have out there that can go get it.
Jake, who's better than Billy Kemp?
Nobody has as many yards. Nobody's as proven as Billy Kemp.
Okay, so you want to go through the rest of the single digit numbers?
No, so here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying. Now, let me see how I'm gonna say this part.
Just say it. Don't be scared. Ain't gonna bite.
Okay, Rashawn, let's take you for instance. Say you go through all this camp, you go through this, but you're 34. You've been 34 for 3 years. Now you get a new coach and he comes in and says, "Oh, Rashawn, we got this new thing and blase. You earn number 3." You're not.
I don't want it.
I
don't want it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't want it.
You know, what if a guy like Zero Hutchmacher, what his name is?
Hutchmacher, yeah.
Hutchmacher. Big guy like that don't look good.
I don't think so neither. I don't know.
I seen the kid from Florida that weighs about 400 pounds and he had number 21.
Yeah, that don't look right.
And it didn't look right
it
on
don't
him.
look right. Yeah, well, I'm traditional.
Yeah.
All my offensive and defensive linemen are going to have linemen and defensive lineman numbers, 90s and 70s. Okay, that's what they're going to be. My linebackers are going to be 40s and 50s. That's what it's going to be. My defensive backs, I don't even care what they are. They can be whatever they want to. My running backs, I like my running backs. Now, I think you have to be careful wearing the number 1 jersey. There's a curse on that number 1 jersey, by the way.
There had been, yeah. Westerkamp might have broke it.
Wandale Robinson might have broke it.
Yeah.
But he left. So
the
curse, that's what I'm telling
it's
you.
back.
Westerkamp got hurt, didn't he?
I'm sure at some point he did, but he had a pretty darn good career.
I'm not saying one's not going, you can't do anything with number 1. Oh my God. Defensive tackle?
Yeah.
He looks horrible. Who told him to put that number 21 on? He should be like 99. 99 looks good. 55.
You didn't think Malik Collins, number 7, looked all right for D tackle?
No.
How about number 4, defensive end?
No.
Randy Gregory. No.
No. You got, I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
If you're a pass rusher, you look kind of slick with one on, I think.
I don't think so.
You look faster.
Shaq Barrett changed his number, I think, to 7.
Yeah.
For Tampa Bay. It doesn't look right with him. Looks like a running back up there trying to pillage around. I mean, it just does not look right. But I get it. You know what I mean? To each his own. I think at the end of the day, this is something that they've been talking about doing since the beginning of the season. So hopefully they've taken it serious. And the guys that got the single-digit number, they play like it.
What do you think about the week-to-week captains, though? I
don't
get
like
it,
that.
but I kind of like it.
Like high
I
school.
like Captain Kevin's all over.
I don't like high school. I don't like that. We didn't do that in high school.
We did.
Yeah, I think we did do it in high school.
Yeah, it's like Little League. You know, hey, you're a captain this week. You go out there and walk with them.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think in this situation where you have a young football team, it's good because you start to figure out who are the guys that get the team motivated. They don't know.
I don't know. I think when you break the traditions at Nebraska, it brings bad luck.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry, man. We'll get some good luck. Look, right after the break. We are at Club Pilates. Come see us in the brand new Club Pilates on 83rd and Holdridge. I'm going to go do another round. Opened just a month ago. Get 20% off your first visit. Plus, the enrollment fee is waived completely. Classes are 50 minutes long. We'll be doing all throughout the day. Get a free class trial for 30 minutes so you can try before you buy. Pilates is for all shapes, sizes, male and female, even you, Nick, or you, Terrell. You can go do it even though you guys are so lazy you don't want to do it. Also, ribbon cuttings today. Come get some koozies, some pins, and come hang out with us for the
LIBA,
meaning the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. We'll be right back. It's the captain.
Yeah, my finger.
Need service on your home air conditioner? Call the company Lincoln has counted on since 1952, Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. No matter what brand you have, when you need service, you want Bryant's experienced pros working for you. Friendly NATE certified technicians with the tools, training, and technology to restore your comfort quickly. No matter what brand, when you need service, just call Bryant. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see some patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, it'll be sunny, breezy, and very hot. See a high around 104. Tonight, clear skies and warm overnight lows 75 are expected. Tomorrow, more sunshine, another very hot day. We'll see a high around 105. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Summer is near. Now's the time to clean or replace your furnace filter to get the most out of your AC. Find energy-saving tips at les.com/save-energy.
Problem gambling affects millions of Americans daily, of all ages and walks of life. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300. Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Friday as Early Break with myself, Steve Sipple, and Bill Bush broadcast from the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar ahead of the air show this weekend. You won't want to miss this one. That's this Friday for Early Break from 6 to 8 a.m. at the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for Fireworks Fridays, Souvenir Saturdays, Sunday Family Fun Days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need an outing the whole family will enjoy, unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street.
From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Ironhide Construction has an immediate opening for an administrative assistant in their Lincoln office. The ideal candidate will have experience performing a variety of general office, administrative, and clerical duties. If you have excellent communication, interpersonal, and organizational skills, and are the type of person who enjoys keeping track of all the fine details, then this job is for you. Learn more online at ironhideconstruction.com/careers. Ironhide Construction. Quality buildings and genuine service at a reasonable price.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the shuffleboard corner. Come on Sundays for open house league all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Nick is here. What'd you call him earlier? Yeah, you got a name. He said a name. Can you hear Nick?
I said you look like a big swimming pool. You look like a big swimming pool over there. I called you Big Swim.
Big Swim.
All right. Should I tell the people what you called me the second week that I ever coached you?
Don't hang that over my head.
Track record here.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes. Christine Kruger. He might have that up loud. Yeah, turn her down.
Oh, yeah, he does usually.
He can't hear. Terrell, turn her down. I'll be yelling in her ear. She'll be like deaf by the time she get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, I told you before we was at Club Pilates, and I love Pilates. Y'all got me doing some crazy stretches or crazy Pilates. How about I say that? But no, number one, I want to bring in Christine Kruger.
Hi.
Christine, talk to me about how you got involved in this Pilates. Give me the background, the backstory first.
Okay, well, I started doing Pilates myself about 5 years ago and noticed such a difference and such a change in my body and how I was able to do more things. I was stronger, my flexibility was better, my mobility was better, all of that. And so I decided that I wanted to bring that to Lincoln because all of us need that. We all need that. Pilates is all about the core. It's strengthening your core, and that's going to give you all of those benefits from that.
Get out of here, Terrell. We don't want you in here anyway. I'm talking to Miss Christine, and y'all messing around. Okay, so explain a little bit about what Pilates is. If I was a dummy and I didn't know, how would you explain it to me if you wanted me to come?
Well, and I wouldn't say you were a dummy if you didn't know about Pilates because it's not new, but it's fairly new to the masses. So when it was originally created, it was created for dancers and elite athletes. So it was very specialized. And we use a reformer, what's called a reformer. It's a spring-loaded machine. You lie down on it. Everybody gets the feeling that, oh, you get to lie down and exercise. That sounds easy. It's not easy,
No.
is it?
You were enjoying me doing those circles too.
I did.
Bach, you need to go do them too. Everybody's gonna do them before we leave. If I gotta do them.
And it's also not just for women. So that's a misconception that's out there, that Pilates is just for women, because I think that people think because you're lying down on the reformer that it's easy and it's not enough of a challenge, but Is it enough of a
It's
challenge?
a huge challenge. I mean,
it is a challenge.
I like it because I'm at a point now in my life where I don't want to lift weights anymore heavy. I don't want to, I just don't want to go do that anymore.
Yeah.
But it works on core. The core for me is what keeps me still going and
It's what
halfway
keeps
being
all of
able to
us.
maybe be back in basketball.
Yeah, it's what keeps all of us healthy and strong and stable. So helps with, we've heard from people that have been they've had knee surgeries.
Mm.
A gal told me last week, I have no more pain in my knee.
Wow.
And, we hear from it's low impact. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And like you said, as we get older, our bodies, it's harder on our bodies to do all of the high impactful things, the running, the weightlifting. And it's something that you can do with all of those things as well to complement all of your other exercise that you do. We say, do Pilates, do life. Because when you do Pilates, it's going to help you in everything else that you want to do. Do you like to ski? It's going to help you with that. Do you like to golf? It's going to help you with your golf game. It's just going to help you because you're strengthening that core, and that helps us with everything we do.
Where are you from?
I'm from Omaha originally.
Come on, Omaha. What school?
South. Omaha South.
My lady, class of 93.
Oh, you're much younger than I am.
That's okay. You don't even have to say your class.
I'm not
your
gonna.
class of
I'm
90,
not gonna.
94. but yeah, South High, they actually inducted me to the Hall of Fame on
I
the
saw
23rd
that.
of next month.
I
That's pretty
saw
cool.
that. That's
South in the
awesome.
house, Bob. Don't you feel a little,
There you
you
go.
feel a little sideways right now?
That's all right.
That's a Packer.
Yes.
Do you even know what a Packer is?
I know the Green Bay Packers.
No.
Nothing like that.
No, nothing.
What is a South? First of all, what's the South Packer? What's our
mascot?
There you go.
It's a cow, right?
A cow?
I don't know what it is. A beef looking
on.
sort
Wow.
of bowl.
You see, I got to go through. You see
Oh,
I
I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
A cow.
A cow.
Yeah, it could
Is
be
a
the
cow
cows.
tough?
I don't know.
No, it's a bull.
It's a bull. Okay.
Yeah. You know what the Packers means?
I thought it was like a meat packer. Yeah. That's where I got the cow from.
I mean, the packing houses were
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
back there,
yeah.
over there. So
Mhm.
I think they South Packers. You know.
We used to say it smelled like money.
Oh, it do smell like money. You ever
Yeah.
smell? You ever been to the cow?
Well,
Bill?
way back in the day. It's not so much that way anymore.
Do you know that one? There's one over on like Q Street, 48th and Q. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yes, I used to go. There's a guy I went to school with his son, and he would take us over there, and that's the first place I saw cow tongue. And
Oh yeah.
I saw from the rooter to the tutor, and
Yeah.
and it stunk like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
It's
what
not
they're doing.
pleasant.
Well, if you go drive to what's the school, Wayne State,
Mm-hmm.
you'll run out there, and they'll be the manure fields are
Mm.
incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. Okay, so Miss Kruger, tell us, how do we get involved in this? Is there a website? Give me the skinny. You guys are having a ribbon cutting today.
We are.
Talk
We're having
to me.
2 ribbon cuttings actually
okay.
today. So at noon, we're going to have the Chamber of Commerce out here, and we're going to do a ribbon cutting with them. At 4 o'clock, we're going to have LIBA, which is the Lincoln Independent Business Association. They're going to come do a ribbon cutting. Everyone is welcome to come. We're going to have food. We're going to have drink. We're going to have let everybody check out the studio. But if you can't make it to one of those, we also have free intro classes that we provide. So it's a half an hour just to kind of give you a little taste of the reformer, what it's like, what it feels like, how it's going to affect your body, if it's going to be something for you. So give us a call. We're at 531-500-1456. We'll get you set up for a free intro. We're also on the web. It's www.clubpilates.com/Lincoln. Facebook, same thing. Club Pilates Lincoln. Yep.
Twitter.
I'm not a Twitter gal. No,
I-
I'm on.
they
I'm
made
on
me get on
Instagram.
Twitter.
Yeah, I have an account, but I don't ever use it. I don't ever go on.
That's what they say. You never post anything. Then I'll post a bunch of stuff, and then I just go dark. You know what I'm saying? Nebraska football. You've been here. You're a South alum.
I have been a huge Nebraska fan my whole life. My family is crazy for Nebraska football. When I was in 3rd grade, I wrote a story. It was in the Omaha World Herald. It was about, now I'm going to really age myself. It was about Nebraska and Oklahoma. was when God, I'm trying to
83.
think of his name. No, it was way earlier than that. It was in the 70s still.
Really? Remington?
No, who
Rich
played
Glover.
for? Yeah,
Rich
Rich
Glover.
Glover was the Oklahoma guy, right?
No, Glover
Oh,
was
he
the
was the
Nebraska
Nebraska
guy.
guy. Okay, and then there was an Oklahoma guy, and so I wrote this story about it was around Thanksgiving, and it was about them and about a turkey, and I don't know. My mom cut it out. I think it's still around somewhere. But
Really?
yeah. So I got in the World Herald. I'm a
Are you
published
sure you was
author.
around back in the 70s to be able to write a newspaper article?
Oh yeah,
It must be Pilates, girl. It gotta be Pilates. It's got to be Pilates. Well, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song. I really don't know that I have a favorite right now. Like "Easy on Me" by Adele is
How's
one
it
of
go?
my favorite. I'm not gonna sing.
Come
it.
on.
Absolutely not.
Pilates helped you with your singing too, doesn't it?
No.
You're from South. You were in band. We all had to go to band and choir or
Yeah,
something.
I was.
See?
Yeah, but I'm not singing it.
Oh,
No
dang.
way.
Okay, so Nebraska football. I want you to go through the years and just give me where were you at? What were you thinking real quick? So let's go Callahan.
Oh, Callahan. Well, I always wondered. I think he was a good coach, but he wasn't a good college coach. I think there's a difference between who can coach professionals and who can coach college kids. They're kids, and it's a big difference. And so, yeah, I think that was kind of where we missed the
boat.
The boat right
Yeah, we
there.
did
Was we
too.
thought he was
When
going to be good
switched
with the
everything
college
around.
kids, and yeah, it
He'd be
wasn't-
like, "Yeah, you
not
can
so
have a
much.
piece of bell pepper and then give you a habanero." Who would be next?
Pelini?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bo Pelini.
He was a good coach. I think he just, got himself sideways with a few people, and what are you gonna do?
Yeah, he couldn't control when he.
Yeah,
his
he
head
had
was
a little
popping off too
temper,
much.
and yeah, I said just whatever came to his mind first thing.
Who was the best player in that era?
Oh my God, I'm
Bo
bad at
Pelini.
remembering when people
You know
were
what I was looking
players.
for,
You
don't you?
know,
You know what I was looking
you
for.
were.
There you go.
Oh, and Dominican Sue.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
You talking about I was? I'm back there with you, girl. Maybe not that far, but I'm right back there somewhere. I'm a grandpa already.
I don't do. I'm a grandma 8 times.
I will be 5. I'm 4 now.
Okay. All right. Well, I
So,
got you beat.
You do. I hope to catch you one day, though. Where we at?
Well, you can move on to Mike Riley.
Okay, Mike Riley.
Oh, Riley. Yeah.
Hip,
You
hip.
went from
Hip, hip.
you went from Mr. Temper to Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
He was just Nebraska nice. And
What's that guy's name that we used to watch growing up? You didn't watch him, but we had to watch him. Mr. Rogers.
Oh, Mr. Rogers.
That's who he reminds me of.
Yeah.
If
Well, I
Mr.
love
Rogers,
Mr. Rogers.
me too. But
I
if
love
Mr.
him.
Rogers was a
But
coach,
he was not he wouldn't have been a good football coach.
all right, moving on. Scott Frost.
Well, Scott, we all thought he was going to be the one, didn't we? We
Yeah.
thought he was going to turn it all around. And
What year did you think he wasn't the guy? At what point? Was it 18, 19,
I was trying
20,
to
or
give
you
him,
just roll
I
with it?
was trying to give him enough time, because you can't expect somebody to come out and immediately change the program and make it all better, right? So I was trying to give him enough time. But after like the 3rd year, I was like, yeah, I just
It's over.
He's just not cutting it.
He
Just
ain't the
not doing
guy.
it. No,
Doesn't
not
matter
there.
that you played and you were great at Nebraska if you can't coach us to
Yep.
be great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what I think. Okay, so now we get into the rule here.
Yes.
Actually, let me take that back.
Okay.
Mickey Joseph.
Oh yeah. Well, that was so unfortunate. I just
Was.
felt bad about the whole situation, and obviously I don't know. Nobody knows what goes on.
Well, they
in
dropped
the
the charges,
privacy of
so.
somebody's house. But yeah,
Right.
I'm not set to comment on that. But it was sad. That
Yeah.
made me very sad.
That's all right. I think Mickey will bounce back, and
Yeah.
he'll be better
hope
because
so.
of it. Oh,
I
he
hope
will.
so.
He will.
Yeah.
They're bouncing back as a family. Matt Rule.
I've met him a couple of times.
What?
Yeah.
Did he come out here and did some Pilates?
Not yet, but
You need to get him out
I'm
here.
waiting.
Let me
for
know.
it.
I'll
I think
come out here and
I think
bug
he
him.
should bring his football team out here and do
Oh,
some
there you go.
Pilates, don't you?
I
It'd be really
agree
good for them.
100%.
Football is starting to see the advantages of Pilates, and I think he should check it out. and
Why
try
not
it.
just get you Pilates room down there at the university. And
Oh,
then
there
they
you
can
go.
in there.
Yeah, and I'll just instruct them.
Yeah,
there.
you instruct.
There you go.
I'm telling you,
There
because
you go.
you know it's gonna be tough for them. They got so much. If you see a schedule, it's so much. It's from 7 a.m. all the way to 9 sometimes.
Oh yeah, they're
so it's
busy.
like to have it already in house.
Yeah, there
Tell
you
Matt
go.
Rule you want you to have your own little
Okay,
deal in house.
Matt, are you listening?
Please
we need
be
to
listening.
put Pilates in your house.
Yes, we need a well.
Right
the new facility is big enough.
I know it should have plenty of room for some reformers in there.
Let's go a step further.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask Trev Albers that.
Oh, all right, Trev.
Because
if
now
you're
it'd be for
listening-
everybody.
Yeah, if you're listening, yeah, it shouldn't just be for football players.
That's
It's
right.
for all of our athletes. We
That's
have
right.
excellent athletes at UNL. So
That's what I'm saying. And they all
should
need to stretch
have,
better.
They should all have that availability. Yep.
Yes. Can you touch your toes, Bob?
No.
You do Pilates a little bit. You'll be
You
able
think so?
to touch.
Yeah,
your
you'll be
toes.
a better basketball player.
Yeah, if we could work that out.
Y'all laugh. They laugh at me when they see me get and do the table and do all that stuff. They laugh, but I know what Pilates does for you.
Yes.
I know the IT band.
Oh yeah.
You know what the IT band is, don't you? IT band.
All down
this,
right
all the way
here. Oh,
here.
yeah.
IT band.
Mm.
For when you get old, Bach, when you catch me, it starts to go like this.
Cramp up.
Yeah, and before you know it, if you won't stretch that thing out, man, you'd be in a world of trouble. You know, especially I think being a high intense athlete for so long, and then you stop, the body atrophies.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does. So I think Pilates can help not only you, not only me, but the couch potato, all the way to the super athlete.
And that's what we say also. We say Pilates is for every body, because no matter what shape you're in, what you have or have not done for exercise in the past, we have people that are at the very beginner level, and they're doing great, and they're noticing the difference. They're noticing the change in their bodies already. We've been here, 6 weeks? And
Not long at all.
No, not long at all. So it really does make a difference quickly.
What's your favorite Pilates move?
Oh, well,
What's
see,
your go-to?
if you know Pilates, you know that at the end you get to put your feet in the straps, and it's kind of a nice fun
What I did in the beginning?
stretch, what you did in the beginning. You cheated. So there are actually shirts that say "You had me at feet and straps."
Dang. They got some out there now?
But I like standing on the reformer. I like once you
What do
get
you do?
in-
You got to show me to stand on the
once you
reformer.
get in your practice better, you can stand on the reformer. When you get to a level 2, you can stand there. You can, push it out. There's a lot of fun moves. And
Really?
We have not only the reformers, but we have an exo chair. We have TRX. We have a lot of fun stuff that
Oh,
you
wow.
can play with. So
Okay, so Christine, tell us again how do they get in touch? Give us a phone number, give us an email, give us all the dirty details we need to be, because I think this is, for me, I know this will help you.
yes,
I'm
I
a
do too.
certified personal trainer.
Yep.
And I believe in Pilates.
Yep.
Because if you can't stretch, then your body is not right, especially if you're an athlete.
And not just stretching, but as we age, there's a higher risk of falling. We all have that.
Balance.
And you need that balance. And your core is how you're going to get the balance. If your core is strong, your balance is going to be better, all of that. So call us at 531-500-1456, or look us up on the web at clubpilates.com/Lincoln, or Facebook, Club Pilates Lincoln, Instagram, Club Pilates Lincoln. Find us all of those different places. But yeah, give us a call, get a free intro scheduled. It's free. It's 30 minutes. It's not that
free.
much time, and it's absolutely free.
And it'll help you.
Just come and check it out and see
What did
if
you
you
do
don't love
before
it.
Pilates?
I was in banking for 36 years.
Where?
Oh, everywhere.
Really? Last stint was where?
Last stint was, it was Mutual of Omaha Bank. Then it became,
Mutual.
I know, then it became CIT
Mhm.
Bank, and then it became First Citizens Bank.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so that's
So
where
you've
I
been in
was the
banking a
last
long
long time.
And you
long
done?
time.
You retired?
Well, I just decided that I wanted to do something totally different.
Yeah.
And this is really my passion. I love helping people, and it makes me happy.
So it's
It
not
makes
going
my
to work.
heart sing.
You're
It's
not
going to work.
working.
No.
You're going to life. You're
having
going to
fun.
live.
Yep.
I love that. Last question. Tell me about your staff. I mean, you're not doing this by yourself.
Absolutely.
You
not.
got some
We
nice
have
staff
a
out there.
wonderful staff
Tell
out
me
here.
about it.
So we are our general manager. is Michael, and he's here every day helping people get set up, helping people talk about their goals. What do you want to achieve? We're more than just, someplace where you're going to go to Planet Fitness and pay $10 a month and nobody's going to help you or talk to you about what you want to get out of it, show you how to use the machine. So he's here to talk to you about your goals. What is it you want to achieve? And we're going to help you get there. Instructors, we have Katie and Kim and Stephanie. They're all wonderful instructors. The great thing about having different instructors is everybody has a little bit of a different take on things. And so, we have plenty of different modalities too. So that's going to give you an interesting change of experience every time, but each instructor is a little bit different too. And then we have some great front desk people. We have Tessa, we have Lila, we have Olivia, we have Callie, we have Sam, and they're all going to help you get checked in, make sure that you've got everything that you need. Take care of you any way that they can, and they're all fabulous.
Yeah, well, they always take care of me. I mean, I even got, I think Mike hooked me up with
some toast.
Some toast,
yeah.
Little jokes. The captain got hungry up here, and I didn't want to have to eat.
No.
I didn't want to have to eat that.
That looks dangerous.
Oh, he's getting ready to do this on the next segment.
I know.
When we come back, Bob is gonna go heads up with some peppers.
Good luck
for $40. Good luck with that, Bob. Christine, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out today.
We look forward to
appreciate
coming
you.
again.
Yes, do.
Don't be a stranger to us, because
All
I
right.
like being out here.
All right.
It's fun. You think we can get Jake in there?
Sure.
We can get Jake. Okay, good.
Sure.
Hey, listen, we
He's got
are.
his dress slacks on though. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, that's about as dressy as it gets for Jake, by the way. Listen, we are at Club Pilates. Get down here now. The grand open, the ribbon cutting is today. I am with Miss Christine
and Buck.
Okay, I was just making sure. Terrell's out there eating pizza, and we're doing our thing. Listen, it's the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, it's Jake Bachman. Join me, the captain, Rashawn Jackson, and the black shirt, Terrell Farley, on Monday, August 21st at Club Pilates for their grand opening and ribbon cutting. We'll be there from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the captain and the ticket water cooler. That's all this Monday at Club Pilates at 83rd and Holdridge.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Smoked meats, amazing sides. The only problem when they fix you a plate is that at some point, that plate will be empty. But hear me out. What if that plate was never empty? That dream can be your reality with the Mary Ellen's Express Lunch Buffet. From 11 to 2 every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. One price, all you can eat, and it even comes with a drink. Tell your boss you're taking a long lunch and get down there. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul at 29th and Pine Lake. Let them fix you a plate.
Need service on your home air conditioner? Call the company Lincoln has counted on since 1952, Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. No matter what brand you have, when you need service, you want Bryant's experienced pros working for you. Friendly NATE certified technicians with the tools, training, and technology to restore your comfort quickly. No matter what brand, when you need service, just call Bryant. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Friday as Early Break with myself, Steve Sipple, and Bill Bush broadcast from the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar ahead of the air show this weekend. You won't want to miss this one. That's this Friday for Early Break from 6 to 8 a.m. at the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When you put that thing on, you got it up so loud, every bump, every little snafu, I can hear it. Terrell.
You're complaining, dude.
Well, me complaining. You just dipped off on us.
Do you miss me that much?
I kind of do.
No.
Not a lot, though. But without further ado, because we only got about 4 minutes and we need 5, we're going to go ahead and let Bach do the Captain Hot Pepper Challenge.
Yes.
I'm going to say that one more time. The Captain Hot Pepper Challenge is going down right now. We got 2 peppers. He picked them out himself. I've got a bag here. So he picked out the ones he wanted in the bag. Now, without further ado,
you grew these, right?
I grew these out of my garden. Without further ado, we're going to see what Bach can do. Go ahead, Bach. Oh, my gosh. That's what that one's going to look like when it turns. How's that?
More tingly than hot.
Yeah, that's not hot, huh?
No, it's really hot, actually.
No, that's not hot.
I'm going to give up already.
What? That's not hot.
That one's hot.
That wasn't that bad, was it?
That's the one I chose.
That one. You did choose that one, didn't you? You did choose that one.
Is it better than the hot chip chase? Says Bach.
Oh, yeah.
And he's as fresh, baby. He's as fresh. Come on, Bach. Step it up, Bach. You got a whole nother one to go, man. The
goodness.
The 40 is on the line. I knew when you took a crunch that the way you crunched it, I knew it was going to be problems.
I should not have picked that one.
Oh,
hold on.
Oh, the bathroom's right there.
I'm going to get by the trash.
Oh, my God. You all right? Man, Bach.
I'm going to give up. I'm going to go get some.
You tap?
I'm going to go get
Okay,
some.
get out of here. Get out of here. Hurry up. Hurry up, Bach. He's about to tap. He's about to blow, y'all. Oh, my God. I got the recording right here. You ran him off. I'm sorry. He wanted to do it. Oh, my God. Hey, that was a pretty fast show, wasn't it?
Ask Jake. Can he do
Jake
that?
don't want no parts of that action. You want a hot pepper challenge of $40 on air? Uh-oh. You got to eat too. Hurry up. You going to do it?
I just came on to say no.
Oh, okay. You see what Bach did to himself?
Yeah.
Did you see what Bach did to himself?
This is so loud. Is Bach deaf or what?
Dude, Terrell.
Just crank my headphones up.
Yeah, he crank. That's what he does.
Deaf. Like I thought I had bad hearing. You guys
Can't even hear anything.
Oh, this is so loud.
Oh, look at Bach. He's done for. Listen, Club Pilates, get down here now. Ribbon cutting going down. Food, drinks, anything. You come get on the tables right now. Mike, see, everybody's here.
Michael's in the building.
He's in the building.
He's been here the whole time.
I'm with
Jake.
And
the black shirt.
And
hot mouth Bach.
Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. It's the Captain.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.